Better move.
Sorry. We have two 14-mile days back to back here, so nobody's awake. And we have nothing to do. We're gonna have to figure out some way to spend 4 hours picking huckleberries and looking at stuff like that. Otherwise, we're gonna go nuts because that distance is kind of hard to achieve at this stage in a through hike. I've just been gathering berries to add to my breakfast, but I guess I could come over here and grunt at this slumbering beauty.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Sleeping in.
Okay. Good luck. 10 a.m. Finally leaving. Wow, wow, wee, wah. Any input from the sweat hogs? It's a bit dreary still, but roping it'll burn off. We all have kind of wet tents, so we'd like to set them in the sun and dry them later. We do have the time for it after all. Wow.
But that figure even $50 was less too much in my opinion. Like, we'll pay that over later.
We're ascending Triple Divide Pass, which is interesting because it's like a peace sign in shape, or a Mercedes logo or whatever. And the east face, all that watershed goes to the Atlantic. The west face goes to the Pacific, and the north face goes to the North Sea. So it's a really interesting geographic feature. I'm almost up to the pass itself. The clouds are kind of clearing up, but not fully. It's still very humid here. It's a really primordial feeling environment. It's a good thing we're conditioned because my dumbass left my water filter buried in the bottom of my backpack. How would I have done that? Or why would it have been there, you ask? Well, I've gotten used to putting them in the bottom of my sleeping bag so they don't freeze overnight. And I just forgot to take it out. So every single thing in here is packed on top of it. So I've gone all the way up to the top of this pass. Actually, all the way from camp this morning on 1/3 liter of water. Obviously, I could dig into my backpack and pull that out, or I could have when I was near a water source, but I figured I'm gonna have to do that anyways whenever I dry my stuff out. I just didn't know it would take this long to find sunlight. This is it. Triple Divide Pass. So yeah, if there were anywhere on the continent that truly could be called the Continental Divide, it would be this peak right up here behind me, because everything that goes north of here, water-wise, goes in this watershed to the North Sea. Everything this way goes to the Atlantic, and everything right on the other side of the peak goes to the Pacific. So it's kind of fitting for this to be at the end of the CDT. It almost feels like the terminus should be here, but obviously everybody wants to go to the Canadian border and make it a true border-to-border hike. Another pretty ironic thing that Hobbit actually just pointed out was that all these peaks around here are like maximum 8,500 feet high or so. There's another one on this side. That elevation is about 1,000 feet lower than the lowest we got in the entirety of the San Juans. The smallest, lowest river valley we could have possibly got to was 1,000 feet taller than these. That's some good perspective building on why Colorado felt so rough. Just a bunch of hogs at the trough. Give me a squeal, hogs. Whee!
Yeah, it got to a certain point where I realized it was worth it. Take it off.
The mother lode. The density of these things is immeasurable. I mean, really. I don't think it's about load, I think it's about shake. Holy shit, this is so unstable.
This thing to shake at resonant frequency.
Wow. I'm not really manly enough to get in this water, but I guess Tin Man's going to, so I'm gonna document this. It's gonna be cold.
This is my haul spread out on the bandana here.
Like a tool, like a rake.
We got a couple other bags full. That bottle's full. This bottle here is full.
And look at our hands.
Yeah, our hands are just disgusting here.
It's kind of cleaned off.
If you want to know what it's like to eat
It's like most
40 or
people
$50
buy-
worth of huckleberries in one sitting,
I'll tell you here in a minute.
It's not really
probably from that privy that's over there in the
how
woods.
many I can eat every day though.
And the last bit of entertainment for the night. Here we have 3 CDT hikers hanging a bear bag for the very first time on the entire CDT.
Not true.
3 nights from the end of the trail. It's true for us. I've never even looked at a bear hang. This is a clusterfuck. I better turn this off. I think they might need some assistance. Okay, everything seems to be up there. The Park Service requires us to do this. But anybody who understands anything about bear hangs and stuff would realize that this is way too low and way too close to the trees to be effective in any meaningful way. But that's what we're legally supposed to do. I guarantee you that if we just use these bags the way that they were designed to and just tie them to the tree because they're bear proof, it would be safer. But does anything make any sense? Of course not. We're just here so we don't get fined. Yeah.
Good
To,
call back.
to quote
Marshawn
yeah,
Lynch,
Marshawn Lynch.
Elaborating all this bathroom talk out of the way while they're not here.
No, they need to hear them.
We need to know what the records actually talk about.
Ladies, how how's your shitting?
Like, they made us talk about politics. We're gonna make you talk about
Shit. It's about the same.
First topic of the morning: human shits.
Your video that we have for the trail. How fun
We've decided we're changing plans. Clover still needs to get to New York, and we were wondering if there was an easier way for him to go through the Canadian border. We figured out that if he just goes back to the Canadian or to the U.S. border checkpoint and spazzes out like a schizophrenic or something like that, they'll probably just put him straight on a bus to New York anyways, and he won't even have to pay for a ticket.
They'll probably give me a phone and a fat stipend every month.
Yeah, no, I'd like to make my own, but I just,
All right, it's like
I don't know exactly
8:52.
quite yet.
Finally moving. Today is likely going to be a really boring day. We're mostly going through this burned area. We have no passes to climb, and it's really short, so we might actually try to hitchhike into St. Mary's, which might have a restaurant and store, so we could buy some hot dogs or something to cook over a campfire tonight. Who knows? We're just kind of looking at stuff to fill the time. I'm getting pretty close to the trailhead. There's a lot of people around, so I think hitching should be pretty easy, hopefully. We've got trail magic at the road here. Everybody's really excited about their pops. Thanks to Beansy here, who's Splash's friend from the AT, who she kept under wraps until now. All right, we're back on trail. The smoke has increased a lot somehow, but it's pretty efficient. We were only in town for like an hour and a half. We're gonna go cook hot dogs. Load limit, 1 hiker at a time. We set up camp over here in the woods and it's really early, so we're gonna, you know, cook hot dogs and stuff, but we have an awesome swimming hole right down through the woods, so it might be the last chance or one of the last chances on this trail to take advantage of it, so I'm gonna show you it. Just come through this little trail. First it opens up on this little set of pour-offs, but downstream a little bit's where it's really cool. This is the waterfall that comes down. And it's really clear and deep here. We've almost convinced Clover to jump in. It's such a pretty spot, he almost can't resist it. You can jump from right here where I'm standing. It's really deep in this pocket. I did it a minute ago. I'll see if Tin Man will do it so I can get a video. And that's it for swimming. Sun's gonna go down soon, so gotta go make our hot dogs. This is the last fire we'll be able to have on this trail. Not that we had a lot, but we were making full use of it. Dogs, got cream cheese, English muffins toasting. Gonna have some s'mores later. Did somebody say something about that? Oh.
Oh, damn it.
All around good time. We have to stress that every single night on a through hike is exactly like this. We have 4 hours in camp. Everybody gets to wake up at 10 a.m. We carry hot dogs out. Nobody's sore or tired at all. We're also just gonna leave this fire running whenever we leave too.
For the next guys.
Yeah, for the next through hikers, they're gonna use this campsite after us. Happens every night. Also, through hiking is a highly romantic activity. We've got Mushy and then Tin Man, who's hidden, who are betrothed to one another, and then Splash over here, who's going to get married on October 7th, which the audience needs to know. Is this a political statement of some sort? Having your wedding on the anniversary of the tragic events that happened in Israel?
This is deeply.
It's actually October 8th.
Oh, okay. Everybody's going off to bed. Just 2 days left. I'm down this tunnel over here. Good night, everybody.